whether you buy Brother, Dymo or Zebra printers, you will be satisfied. They will do a good job printing shipping labels or any other labels, especially for Amazon FBA. They will do a good job. So you can even buy those less expensive brands that recently showed up on Amazon that they charge 70, 50, or even 50% only of the price of the other brands, of the well-established brands, and they probably will do a good job too, judging by the reviews they got. But there are some differences, and for some of you it will matter. And for example, I'm swapping now from Dymo to Brother because of the connectivity, for example. But they're all good. They're all good, really. So let's discuss them in detail. So first of all, if you are planning to print labels for Amazon FBA, I suggest you get two printers: a smaller one and a big one. Smaller one for smaller labels for the product, and the big one obviously for the shipping labels, the 6 by 4 inches. Now why? Simply, after a very short time, you will get fed up with swapping the labels, in the printer. So it's not difficult, but it's a bit of a hassle, and I'll show later how it's done. So get two printers, really. If money is a concern, get the cheapest one, but make sure that it's 4 by 6, either this one or that one, and then you can just swap labels. But really buy to invest in the tools. They give me so much pleasure now. I cannot imagine going back to printing the normal printer than cutting manually. No, don't want to do it. Regarding the Big Brother or the the QL11 series printer, so the one I have and the other one, is that they have this automatic crop function, they call it. So what it does, it automatically crops the labels from a sheet and takes the barcodes and prints them on the labels, and it works for both the product stickers, and it also works for those big Amazon shipping labels, the carrier labels and the FBA labels. It just prints them separately. It does work. I have a separate video about this, how it's done. I recommend it. Dymo doesn't do it, and Small Brother doesn't do it, unfortunately. Only the Big Brother. Highly recommend it. Now, regarding the choice, which one should you buy? Well, if you want extra connectivity like Wi-Fi, Ethernet, Bluetooth, then Brother printers, they do have those options. There are Brother printers that do not have those options, that they're much cheaper. And for me, that's important. The Wi-Fi connectivity for me is important, so I chose two Brother printers. If you don't care about it, if USB is fine, you can buy Dymo. You can also buy Zebra. Now Zebra is the most expensive one out of those three brands, but it's also probably the best one. It's kind of a pro model. It does probably the best. Printing quality is probably the same, but might be quicker. But longevity is something that people praise it for. It lasts for years, prints, probably millions of labels before it dies, so if money is not a concern, buy Zebra. Also, Zebra has got some other options like parallel port, serial port. For some business people that might be important. For most people it probably won't be, but something to bear in mind. Okay, the design again, it's a matter of preference. Brother printers, they look a bit more modern, as you can see, and Dymo is kind of a little bit cute. Whether it's modern or not, it's kind of not exactly classic, not exactly modern. It's kind of a cute, interesting design. And Zebra, they have two kind of lines. The older models they have this dated look, and then they have the recent models that they have a bit of a modern look. Again, each to their own. They all do a good job printing labels. Now, all of those printers will give you trouble in one thing or another. So you probably will have, I don't know, let's say Dymo, what I had problems with Dymo getting, for example, hanging, let's say, and I needed to disconnect it, wait 20 seconds and plug it back. Unfortunately, it's not going to be 2 seconds. I need to wait a long time before it discharges completely and loses its memory and starts working again. Sometimes there are moments when it starts just printing paper like crazy, spitting it out, and can't be stopped. This is stupid. Those printers, they can't be stopped easily. Once you tell them to print 500 labels, it's difficult to stop it unless you disconnect it, or I don't know, or switch it. Now these at least have a power off button. This one doesn't. You need to pull the cable out. Each to their own. Now, the physical aspects, I want to discuss this. So this is actually important. Now, notice that this brother printer is much bigger than this Dymo printer. Hopefully you can see it in the video. Let's, the other way. I need to move them the other way. And the difference is quite substantial. However, this one comes with a power supply. That's kind of fairly large, but it's manageable, nothing too big. Whereas brother, it comes with a power supply built in. You just connect the power cable straight to it. It's got a fan that's for cooling purposes, I'm guessing. So I prefer that. I don't like to have a separate power supply. One box, I put it in a storage. I don't need to carry the power supply. Now, whereas this one, the small one, actually does come with a separate power supply that's actually quite large, and it's quite a bit heavier than the Dymo power supply, so again, if you want to carry it, it's not that actually light. What I like about the brother printers, they're much easier to connect things to them. So this one, power supply and a USB cable, very easy to connect. This is quite large. This one is even better because it's a kind of a very flat surface, so USB, Ethernet, USB out, and the power connector, whereas Dymo is a little bit bad. It's kind of difficult because this is underneath, difficult to kind of connect, especially the power cable. It's an angled plug. Really, this would be much better with a straight plug. I don't know why they did the angled plug, so the cable gets in the way. It's a bit annoying. I need to try and do it like this maybe, and it's really annoying in many situations, so that's bad. Zebra printers, I can't remember, but I think they're okay. Also, these, they open in a different way. All the Dymo printers, they simply open like this. You just pull it and it's open, which is a good thing or is not. Sometimes I don't want to and I just grab it and it opens. Whereas this one, brother, it's got some kind of a switches at the side, on both sides, and I need to pull them and then it opens. So I like this solution. And this one, simply I need to pull it from here, and again I think it's a very good solution as well, better than Dymo. Dymo, it's not easy to open. I can't grab it like this. I need to grab it from the side. So I find Dymo a little bit annoying in comparison to brother. Now, the interesting thing about the smaller one is that you can actually purchase for it a separate battery pack, which is quite big, and it comes here at the bottom, and it's like a small brick, so it makes it a little bit like this, a bit bigger, and it makes it fully wireless, which might be brilliant for some people. I don't have a need for that, but if someone gave me that battery pack for free, I would appreciate it for sure. Right, labels. So let's talk about labels. So all those printers, they come with certain predefined label sizes. Each company creates slightly different sizes, but there are a lot of those sizes to choose from, so it's never really an issue. And the shipping ones, the standard ones, 4x6, there might be slight differences, 0.5 millimeter here and there, but the standard size. However, brother comes with also one that's 5 millimeters longer than 4x6, and sometimes you might find it useful, sometimes not. That depends. I mean, you can always scale things, so you don't need those extra 5 millimeters, but sometimes scaling might be difficult or might cause some issues. So if you can have another option, it's good. It's a bonus. So you can choose the standard 4x6 or the 5 millimeters longer one. And I appreciate it, I like it, I use it. Also, the brother printers, they can use continuous tapes, so Dymo doesn't. Dymo only can use predefined sizes, and that's it. In Brother, you can use tapes and print labels up to, I think, 2 meters long, not sure, which I think is very, very useful sometimes for some people, not necessarily for Amazon FBA, not useful at all, but for some people it might be useful. They come both with scissors, so to say, or a knife or cutter, whatever you want to call it. You press that button and it chops the label, or you can tell the software when you finish each label, chop it. So whether it's a continuous tape or those predefined label sizes, you can tell it to chop it, and it will chop it. And so this one I think comes from Dymo, and I just pulled it, and I can see there are some those teeth. So there are some teeth there, and I just pull it down, and here we go. And then Brother, it chops it nicely. It's much there are no teeth. It's almost straight. The line is like not fully completely straight, but it's fairly straight, so it chops it nicely. The quality of printing is kind of the same on both printers, so whether it's Dymo or Brother, it's the same. You can even print silly things like this, not a problem at all. Blimey, why did I do that? Okay. Loading ease. Okay, so Brother printers I think are easy to load. So as I said, you just open it and you put that cartridge or whatever you want to call it, the roll. And each roll comes with that plastic bit, and there is this. There are those holes that the printer uses to know which labels are in, which I think is brilliant. And there is only one kind of a plastic bit on this side that you need to use it to direct the loading. So it's really, really easy. Bang, done. I can switch it on and it's ready. Obviously, if it's not in, so let's say I want to pull it out, and just push it in, and then press the button. I need to close it first, obviously, and it feeded the paper automatically, and if I want to, I can actually push it out a bit more, press the button, bang, chopped out. Same with this one. I push it in, turn it on, push it in, and it works like a charm. Again, I pull it out, so this is now showing me orange. I cannot print. This is fairly straightforward. Same thing. So there is a roll with those plastic bits with holes. Bang. There is this. Okay, this is how it's done. I think it's it. Okay, ready to print. Perfect. Dymo is a little bit more tricky because you need to remove the whole thing, remove those plastic bits, and put it in the other roll on this. So I put it in, place this on the other side, adjust it, and put it back. And it's a little bit annoying because of the size and the whole process. I really don't like the way Dymo did it, but again, it's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker. It's gonna print fine, you know. But if you're planning to print, you know, a lot and change a lot of those the rolls every day, many times, probably Brother and Zebra will be much better choice for you. Okay, anything else we need to mention? Right, this one, the small Brother, also prints in two colors, red and black. For which you need a compatible tape. Most tapes will only print in black, so you can buy special tape, tiny bit more expensive, and you can print in two colors. Not useful for Amazon FBA, but for some people might be useful. It's good to have it as an option. This one only prints in black, Dymo only prints in black, and Zebra as well, as far as I know, only prints in black. Compatibility and apps. So they all work with Windows, and they all work with Mac. And Mac OS. However, with Mac OS, certain options and certain extra options might be limited, so check before you buy. It might not work with some software, but the drivers will work, so you can actually print on them. Brother printers, they have apps for your mobile phone, simply I guess because they have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. whereas Dymo only has a desktop app. These also have a desktop app, and also these have this ability, there is this desktop app that allows you to design templates, I think over 200 templates, store them in the printer themselves. So that might be useful for some people. I haven't used it myself, I haven't found it any use for it, but it's good to have it as an option. Zebra also have some software. I haven't used it, so I don't know, cannot comment. But again, whatever printer you buy, it will be good for Amazon FBA or other labels. Each printer will give you some trouble every now and then, whichever one you buy. So, you know, if you buy one and you experience some trouble, you are the unlucky one. And usually if things can be fixed and then it starts working, it's usually one aspect or another. By the way, regarding Chromebooks, none of them will work with Chromebooks. I tried, I couldn't make these work with any Chromebook. Simply there are no drivers, so the Chrome OS does not know how to send the right message to the printer to make it print, you know. So unfortunately, no luck with Chromebooks, and I haven't found any workaround, and I've been looking for it as many other people. No luck there. So again, links to all the products that I have here and others below. Thank you for using my links so we can both benefit from it. If you have any questions, type them in the comments or send me an email. If you want to call me and have some maybe consultations, we can arrange that as well. I'm happy to help other people as well. So thanks for watching and sharing this video. By the way, I have other videos, links somewhere again in the corner cards and below, videos about printing the FBA labels in detail, also troubleshooting and discussing label issues for the Dymo printer, because there are quite a few. I hope you found that video really useful. A like would be amazing, and if you shared it with other people would be even better. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care, guys.